Welcome back to a new video. Today it's all about drones, and Jeremy and I have been using drones for the past 8 to 10 years, and to be honest, my favorite drone is the Mavic Pro because you have the advantages and you also have some disadvantages like the weight and stuff, but we will talk all about that a bit later on. Today we talk about the Mini Pro, the Mavic Air and the Mavic Pro. So let's kickstart the video with the Mini Pro, and to be honest, it's a great drone. I love this drone. It's, you know, you can shoot vertically, especially for social media. It's super cool. You can tilt the gimbal quite high up, so that's also quite a nice feature, I would say. But on the other side, again, like, it is not so good in wind. Like I tested this drone really on a lot of stuff. Also back then when I been working with you, and we used the drone for, you know, shooting between trees and stuff, and or even on boats, like some in the middle of nowhere. And I found myself that it's nice that you can, for example, with the normal battery you have, I think, 30 minutes, and with the, I don't even know, the smart battery or whatever it's called, but you have pretty much more flight time with a different battery. And I found myself that actually it drains even quicker when you have, like, if there's a lot of wind and stuff, then it's just, yeah, it drains really quick. So that's, I think, something, and it's not fast either. If you want to follow someone, like, you know, yourself or in a car or on a bike or whatever, then it's really struggling. But overall, I really like this drone. Obviously, it can shoot up to 4K 60 in 10 bits. So I think, yeah, there's already big win there. And for everyone who starts out, to be honest, I saw the specs of the Mini Pro, and I think it's super sick that you have like this 4K 120 and all that stuff. But I still think that's not a big enough jump for me to really would say, okay, I upgraded, because I like to use the Mini Pro for, like I said, social media stuff. And if you're indoor and, you know, you just have not so much space, and obviously it's really lightweight. So in Europe, it's like 249 grams with the standard battery. And I think you really have zero struggles pretty much wherever you want to fly. I'm not saying you still should have like a license and everything, but it's nice because you really don't need to worry about it. I really like that because in tight areas and all that, it's really great. But photo, 48 megapixels, so that's also sick. Yeah, really nice drone. I like it, to be honest, but not in my camera bag.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And moving on now to the Mavic Air 3. To be honest, we had the Air 2 and the Air 2S actually, and we really liked that drone. It was like a phenomenal drone, small size, but still like good in wind conditions, and in general, like you could really follow objects. But Jeremy got the drone from DJI, and he took off to Faroe Islands and Iceland, and I really was super surprised because it has two lenses, one 24mm 1.7 I think, and the 70 is 2.8 or something like that. And that's pretty cool because you have the variety of choosing different angles and choosing different, you know, focal lengths and stuff. And I think that just makes the whole drone competition even better than it already was, because I think now people really can get creative with that stuff, and, you know, with all the tracking, it's so cool. And Jeremy flew the drone in risky conditions as well, and I was actually pleasantly surprised how good it was, like handling the wind. I saw, like, also for the Iceland video, we used few shots of the Air 3, and it's so easy to color grade, and it's like obviously shoots 4K 60 or something, right? Yeah. 10 bit. As far as I can tell, it's a really great drone, and it's also really, you know, totally okay price, and I only can recommend it to beginner to advanced, to be honest. Like, I think it's a good one.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand.
And moving on now to my favorite drone, the Mavic Pro. Like, honestly, I love this drone. You have three lenses, like you have a 24-70 and a 122 or 128. And today, actually, I updated it. Now you also have full-on D-Log as well, and 10-bit and 4K. Also now with the really tailored cameras. Like, thank you, DJI, because when the drone came out, you only can shoot it in the standard mode, which is a real bummer. And obviously the Hasselblad camera, it's something else. Like, personally, it's really something else. You don't see a big of a difference, I think, like on YouTube and stuff, but if you really look, you know, on a proper screen, like, then you really see, like, it really shines with the 5.1K or something. Obviously 4K 120 as well and stuff. Like, you really get everything you pretty much can ask for. So it's really a good camera. Only thing is it doesn't shoot vertically, but like you can crop as well. But I personally would like to shoot it vertically sometimes. And then this drone would be like game changer. In the wind, no stress whatsoever. Like, you really can gun it, you can follow stuff. Like, I've been following cars, bikes, like no problem whatsoever, even with the telecamera, you know, and that's really cool, because then you really get that kind of helicopter feeling and, you know, that stuff that is hard to get, but with that drone, it's pretty much possible. And honestly, low light, I was so surprised. Like in the dark, not an issue whatsoever. Like, of course, it's not like, you know, the best of the best. It's not like a Sony camera, but still for a drone, shooting low light somewhere, you know, whatever it is, even it is city or, you know, you want to follow something, it's really, really cool. And that's something that I really love about this drone. Plus, the photo specs are great. I mean, you have the 20 megapixel on the Hasselblad, the 70mm 48 megapixel, and the tele only has 12. But, you know, again, like I'm more using it for videos anyway. But again, I really, really love this drone. This drone stays always in my bag. I have always 3-4 batteries with me. One battery lasts around, I would say, 40 minutes in really bad conditions. It's around 35, I think, if you really gun it in sport mode and everything. Oh yeah, and of all the sensors, by the way, like even from the Mini 3 Pro before, I completely forgot that. All the sensors are great, to be honest. Like, I never had an issue. I had issues with the Air 2S and also like a crashed Ewan's drone, but this was also, I was gunning in sport mode and then I flew into like one of these wires on the street. But in general, like you see enough YouTube videos, you know, where people like just have the drone somewhere in the woods and they just like track themselves and, you know, the drone is really doing their job perfectly. So that's really nice. I really love how the sensors react to everything and how they bypass nowadays. It's crazy, like it's really, really cool, even if you get out of the shot and stuff. But with that being said, this is the end of the video and I hope you actually enjoyed it. I hope it was, you know, not just a sit down, boring kind of video. We really figured this was a good timing to really like, you know, tell you a bit our honest opinion, what we think about each drone and what are the pros and what are the cons. And if you're starting out and, you know, you really are a bit restricted with the budget, just go with the Mini 3 Pro. It gets the job done. Just keep in mind the wind. And yeah, the Air 3 is a great drone and the Mavic 3 Pro is anyway. I love this drone. So nothing more to say. Don't forget to like and subscribe and we see you in the next one.